but some of the cold brew coffee makers are super expensive.
Correct.
This
And
one,
cold brew, when you get it outside their house, is expensive.
yeah. Or if you go to that Lots of Bucks dealer and you go sit through the drive-thru and you try to get some cold brew there, you're going to pay a lot for it. This is from our friends at Primula, the same one that does the insulated mugs,
who
right?
loves hydration.
And this is their cold brew
Porcelain glass.
1.6 glass container. And you can also put iced tea, loose tea in there.
Yeah, so you can do cold brew iced tea or cold brew coffee. What's cold brew? It's taking any coffee that you grind up or tea ground up and adding room temperature or cold tap water and then letting it steep for as long as you'd like, and then you put it in the fridge, and now you have cold brew. Why do you want to do that? When you actually brew with cold or room temperature water and let it chill, it actually takes out all the acidity out of the coffee and the teas and makes it less bitter. So you have less bitter coffee, you have something that you spend a lot of money for outside the home, you can now do home at an affordable, and more importantly, because of this brewer, you can customize, guys. You can make orange, cinnamon, you can put chocolate chips in here. You can decide on how to do flavored coffees or teas, and let's put it to work.
Well, this is the filter on the inside.
Look at it.
I want you to know that this is a super, super fine mesh. You can see my finger through it.
Yep.
But there are openings in that filter.
And nothing's going to get through that, like the leaves and stuff.
Now, if you're planning to do that tea that we were just showing you from Stephen Walsh and Connemara Marble, and you're thinking, well, those come in tea bags. This has got plastic on it. I can't open it.
You can open it up.
Cut open your tea bags and put the loose tea in the filter. Because you can do that. You can also put ground coffee in there.
Yes, and that's what you do. So I'm going to do ground coffee. Ready? I'm going to put 2 cinnamon sticks inside of there and just see what's going on. So you can flavor this, guys. You could put blueberries in here. You could put coconut in here. You can actually flavor at a fraction of the cost. And all I do is fill it up with as much coffee as I'd like. Now remember, you get used to like how dark you want it, how light. You want to go slowly, guys.
How strong or how
strong?
Weak.
And it all depends on, just think of it like when you steep tea or steep coffee. It's depending how long you leave it, the grinds inside the water.
2 questions for you. How big is the container?
1.6 liters.
And if I don't drink it all in the first sitting, can I store it in the fridge?
That's the whole point. If you ever make a cup of a pot of coffee and you don't finish it, it gets thrown out at the end of the day.
Because it gets rancid,
yes,
right?
It gets rancid. So now all I'm going to do is this. I'm going to let it steep, guys. Now you can do 2 things. You can go right into the fridge with this and let it steep in the fridge, but I want to keep my eye on it because I usually do about 10, 15 minutes. Then I want to take the filter out and then put it in the fridge without the filter, of course, because then it's no more steeping is done because it's done in my specification. So this
how long does it take to steep?
But it depends on how dark you want it. So I do about 10 minutes. Some people do 15 minutes. This is one that was done for about 12 minutes, okay?
Could I put it outside in the sun?
Yeah, it's not really. It's about refrigeration, David, to be honest with you.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's really about refrigeration for tea or coffee. So that is cold brew, completely strained out with no worries of any granules getting inside of there. And then I'm going to add some milk because you can really then see the difference with this, guys. Look at this. Look how beautiful that cup of coffee is. I mean, that is beautiful.
This is $17 for cold brew.
Think about what you spend when you go out and buy yourself a cup of cold brew. You can now make it at home and have it at the ready anytime you want.
All right, we have colors, as is so often the case in these stories, and we have this for you in the blue. We have it in the gray. This is red. This is sage. And finally, the black. Now, all of these will go into the dishwasher top right, right?
Yes, it's borosilica glass, so that's the glass that they use in chemistry because it's really strong glass, no worries, and it's going to be it comes apart, by the way, so you know, okay? This comes apart, all dishwasher safe. That's a silicone ring on there. This is all beautiful done. This is not going to come out because we want it to stay in one piece, and it all fits in beautifully. This locks in, and I think Rachel is going to help us get one out of the fridge.
She's over at the fridge, and she's going to go retrieve some cold brew.
I am.
The other one.
Okay,
there
it's right here. See, right here. So very easy.
Ready to go.
Pizza box in the fridge.
Yeah,
it's a pizza box.
David was distracted by the pizza box, Rachel.
I am totally
Close
into
the fridge,
box.
quick.
Okay, we're closing it.
Look at that.
Here, should I bring this to you?
This will last in the fridge for a week?
Well, as long as you want it to last. It's
wow.
Once you brew it, you got cold brew ready to go at all times. So you're going to bring that over to us? Come on, come on,
I'm walking slowly because I
there
have
are
to
people
stay with
walking
the camera.
behind you, too. I saw them. We're scampering behind stage.
Okay, now I can walk fast.
It's live TV, guys. We're good, we're good. While you do that, I'm going to do teas. Now, we just saw those great Irish teas that you can use. But again, you're going to scoop out your favorite teas and just put it in there. What I'm going to do differently is I'm going to take fresh orange pieces. Remember, you can flavor your own teas. You can
what
do
if you're
fresh.
doing like a peach tea for
Yep.
summer?
And then put your teas
That'd be
in
nice.
there, right? And then again, all you need is regular. Let me get this out of the way so you can see things. All you want to do is slowly pour tap water, cold. It does not have to be ice cold, folks. Right out of the tap, and let it do its work. It's steeping through. And you want to go slow because what will happen is, David, that you'll fill up the filter piece faster sometimes. So you want to go a little slow and let it filter through, and then let it sit there and steep. Now I'm running out of water. It should be a little bit more than this, but I ran out of water. But that's okay. But the idea is here now it's going to steep to my liking. There it is. It's going to sit. I'm going to wait with a tea. I'm going to probably be 12 to 15 minutes because I want it a little deeper. And then you've got cold brew iced tea, cold brew coffee. Again, it's a craze out there at all the stores. You pay premium. Now for pennies, you can customize, flavor it in your home, easy as pie, and have cold brew ready to go in your fridge at all times.
We are
Is that the
very,
greatest?
very busy. And we also have, is it already 3:30?
Yes.
How did the show evaporate that quickly? All right, so we have how many of these gone? 1,200 of these are spoken for. Now here's what we have left in each color. Only $17 for this cold brew.
How great is that?
Brewing apparatus, I guess is the best way to say it. This is blue, 900 left in the blue. Here's gray, 1,800. The red, 2,400, most popular. This is the sage, 650, and finally the black, 750 in the black.
And remember, you want to do cold brew, guys, so you get the bitterness and the acidity out of your coffee. You will have a richer experience cold brewing your coffee and your teas than you would hot.
You're
Just saying.
bringing us one more item,
You're not getting rid of me till the end.
and there's also going to be a trivia question.
Lisa promised. I want to see how bad I dive and burn on this one.
Oh, it's going to be tough, though.
Yeah, I knew it. You're not going to give me an easy one.
I'm going to give you an easy
Like,
one.
what's the best color to
what's
wear
the
on
point?
St. Patrick's Day? Green.
If we give you an easy one, then it's a little. What's
It's
the
too
point?
easy.